Explorer permission to retrieve Dr. Stone?
Your go, Guam. Houston, this is Explorer. Copy.
All right.
We've lost Houston. We've lost Houston.
Look, we need to get the hell out of here.
Need some help there, man?
No, don't wait for us.
It's stuck.
Man down!
Houston, this
Man
is
down!
Copy. Houston, this is Explorer. Copy.
Explorer's been hit. Explorer, do you read? Explorer, go for the floor. Astronaut is off structure. Dr. Stone is off structure. Dr. Stone, detach. You must detach. If you don't detach, that arm's going to carry you too far. Listen to my voice. You need to focus. I'm losing visual of you. In a few seconds, I won't be able to track you. You need to detach. I can't see you anymore. Do it now.
Let's fight.
Houston, I've lost visual, Dr. Stone.
My favorite space movie, and one of my top 10 favorite movies ever, is Stanley Kubrick's 2001. Now, I'm not a total idiot, but even though quantum leaps have been made in special effects since 2001 came out in 1968, when I watch it, I still find myself wondering throughout the film, how did they do that? I don't ask that in more recent films, since the answer is usually obvious, green screens and computers. That is, I didn't ask that again until I saw Gravity, Alfonso Cuaron's mind-blowing film about two astronauts adrift in space after an accident disables their shuttle. And I'm serious when I tell you that Gravity very well may be the best space movie made since 2001, while marking an exponential leap forward in digital 3D filmmaking. The premise of Gravity couldn't be much simpler. Sandra Bullock, in a performance sure to earn her a second Oscar nomination, plays Ryan Stone, a science officer on her first space mission who's tasked with servicing the Hubble telescope. George Clooney plays Matt Kowalski, the wisecracking, seasoned everyman in charge of the mission. But when a storm of bullet-paced space debris wrecks their shuttle and cuts their communication with Earth, the two of them must find their way to an orbiting space station to have any chance of making it home. Gravity plays out more or less in real time over its 90 minutes, but it feels longer, partially because Gravity looks so beautiful and is so exquisitely detailed that you'll want to pause to admire every tableau. But more importantly, it's because so much of Gravity literally had my toes clenching with tension as you experience, sometimes from an extremely effective first-person perspective, the horrifying possibility of being suffocated due to lack of oxygen, punched full of holes by zooming space junk, or, perhaps most unnervingly, being flung untethered and alone into the vast, silent nothingness of outer space. There's some character development, like Matt's failed relationships and, more prominently, Ryan's sad backstory that helps explain what drives her work. Though unfortunately, neither hit as strongly as they could, nor does the film's occasionally touched-on theme of death and rebirth. But those moments serve mostly as a chance for you to catch your breath before some other calamity strikes, forcing Ryan and Matt to make split-second decisions in order to survive. This is a shorter review compared to my others, but that's because what I have to say about Gravity is pretty straightforward. Simply put, this is special effects filmmaking that smashes the standards set before it. And while we've all seen some great movies set in space, Gravity is a space movie that looks and feels unlike any you've seen before. And while I know Gravity was made possible through computer animation that would have melted the brains of the geniuses who made 2001, I still found myself wondering over and over again when I wasn't gripping my armrests exactly how they were pulling all this off, just as I still feel today watching 2001 more than 40 years since it was released. Gravity, especially with its excellent use of 3D, is a triumph that truly must be seen on the big screen to be believed, as it ushers in a brave and exciting new world of filmmaking. I'm Jonathan Kim, and this is a ReThink Review.